everyone, it's Don once again with more updates on the construction going on in and around the Villages. First up is the Starbucks that's being built at the Trailwinds Plaza. The exterior looks nearly done. Interior work is also going on. No date has been announced yet for its opening. This video is actually the second half of the last one. I had so much footage because there was so much going on, I needed to break it into two pieces just to keep the length of the video reasonable. This is the north side of 466A across from Pinellas Plaza. The black rectangular area is the Hilton Home to Suites hotel that's being built. Beyond the traffic circle is the new car wash. The building with all the black bays is a new tire store, and just beyond that is the new 7-Eleven that recently opened. The houses at the top of the screen are the Beaumont development. These townhouses are also part of the Beaumont development. Up ahead is the main recreation center for the new Beaumont development. It doesn't seem to be getting a whole lot of use at this point. Up ahead is Phase 1 of the apartment complex called the Wilds. It's going to be a total of about 400 apartments. The main exit for this apartment complex will be at the traffic light between Aldi and the Circle K gas station. That should make for quite a bit of traffic when everybody's going to work and dropping kids off at school. This is the north side of the Street of Dreams building. It's located directly across the street from the MVP Athletic Club in Brownwood. You'll be going to this building to do your home layout and design when you decide to buy a new home here. As home sales are very robust now here in the Villages, I'm sure the developer is pushing hard to get this building done. They need the extra capacity to get the design work done for all the homes they're selling. This area in the plans is called the courtyard. I'm sure it's going to be where you'll pick out all the plants and exterior furnishings for your home. Here's a few shots of the front side of the building. We'll go down south now to the village of Hawkins. We'll fly up towards the commercial area and then back towards the golf course, and then we'll do a second flight from the northern end houses back up to the walking trails. As has become the norm in all the new areas, there are walking trails along all the wetlands area. It won't be too much longer you'll be able to run a marathon with all the walking trails we've got. This is the north end of the village of Hawkins. All the utilities are going in right now, and it won't be too much longer until they start building houses. Up ahead is the intersection of Magasin and Warm Springs. 3 of the corners are scheduled for commercial development. The 4th corner will be the southernmost neighborhoods of the village of St. John's. We'll rotate around now and head south towards the golf course. I'll come back to this utilities facility in just a minute. By the street layouts just ahead, you can tell this is going to be more villa communities. And to their left, more designer homes. The Hawkins Neighborhood Recreation Center. This path is located on the northwest corner of Thome Loop in the village of Hawkins. The road up ahead is Warm Springs Avenue. I saw this little guy camped out on the side of that retention pond when I was flying. He was about 5 feet long. All these walking paths they're building are quite beautiful, but I'm not sure at night I'd be walking along them. With all the critters coming out of the water, could get a little bit dicey. Some other YouTubers have made some comments about this utility station. This is not wastewater or sewage. This is 2 freshwater wells, and that's a 1.5 million gallon storage tank. The big water towers we see throughout the rest of the villages, they're 1 million gallons. So this is our fresh water supply for this area. We'll take a look at the southernmost neighborhood in the Villages of St. John on the northeast corner of the intersection of Warm Springs Avenue and Megison Road. This is the Village of St. John's on the northeast corner of Warm Springs and Megison Road. From what I can tell looking at the plans, this is going to be a mixed community of courtyard villas and veranda homes. You can see the streets are already being laid out and the utilities being put in. You can see more walking trails are going in between the wetlands and the retention ponds. From where they sit in construction in this neighborhood, I would say by the end of summer we'll start seeing homes being built. I've seen no information yet on the other 3 corners and the commercial construction that's supposed to be going on there. We're going to zip on up a little farther, and in this plot of land is where the Hope Lutheran Church is going to be built. Right now they're holding their services in the Everglades Recreation Center. Now let's take a look at the northern section of the Village of St. John's. This is the area as you come across the Water Lily Bridge that's on the far side of Megison Road. In the area just beyond this cove is where the Okahumpka Recreation Area is scheduled to be built according to plans. The plans currently indicate a restaurant, a recreation center, and a nature walking trail, so we're probably looking at something similar to the Fenney Recreation Area. Near the top of the screen is the Water Lily Bridge. Turning to the southeast, I'll fly along the edge of the woodlands and wetlands area. You can see they've included the normal retention ponds that are characteristic of the new areas, along with the walking trail between the retention pond and the wooded areas. As we travel farther south, this area becomes more and more developed. You can see utilities being installed in this area, and as we go farther south, you'll see curbs and road beds starting to be laid in. Whenever I see something unusual like this small white area up ahead along the south side of the retention pond, I can't help but wonder, what do they have planned for this area? They always have something up their sleeve, it seems. The dark green area at the top of the screen is the Hog-Eye Sink. On the south side of the turnpike, you can see the villages of Marsh Bend and DeLuna. On the bottom section of the video, you can see the curbing and drains that have already been installed. We'll move a little farther north now, and we'll look at the area just to the north of the Water Lily Bridge. This is the area where the Richmond pitch and putt course is currently under construction. The Richmond Putt and Play is scheduled to be 18 holes. It's tucked in next to the Water Lily Bridge and along the turnpike and the north side of Megison Road. You can see the fleet of the off-road dump trucks that are lined up, ready to be fueled. Here's more of the large wetlands areas that are being preserved. That's Lake Okahumpka at the top of the screen. Considerable work and effort is put into maintaining these wetlands areas to ensure that the silt and the runoff don't pollute and destroy the wetlands areas during the construction process. I'll swing back around and we'll take another look at the Richmond Putt and Play course under construction. It doesn't look like much right now, but by the end of summer, this place is going to look a whole lot different. Now we'll take a look at the village of Richmond and the new recreation area that's scheduled to go in there. As you'll see in just a minute, this new recreation area is a lot different than what we've seen in other areas. This area was originally slated to be the Richmond Loft Apartments, but as frequently happens in the construction industry, plans change, and now it's going to be regular residential areas like we're used to seeing. The area to the right of the retention pond is scheduled to be commercial development. This is the location of the recreation area. We'll get back to it in just a second.
Hi, this is Mike and Sue Duhamel, originally from Connecticut. We live in the village of Monarch Grove right now, and we live here in the Villages. We're not full-timers yet, but we will be shortly, hopefully. And we enjoy Don's videos. We always look for them to get the new information about what's going on here in the Villages. Thank you.
And I'd like to tell the Morris family you do a fabulous job and keep up the good work.
We'll come back around and take another look at this recreation area I was talking about. So here's a quick look at the plans. They've got platform tennis, regular tennis, pickleball, beach volleyball, horseshoe pits, a free-form swimming pool. There is, however, no recreation center here. I guess because the Okahumpka Recreation Center is so close by. We'll jump back over now to the other side of the turnpike and take a look at the area under construction north of the village of DeLuna. This is the far north end of Marsh Bend Trail, and as you can see, they're working diligently to expand the road and lengthen it all the way up to US 301. This area is a total of about 475 acres and is scheduled to have about 1,300 homes built on it over the next year or so. A lot of wetlands are being preserved here. Not a whole lot to see yet, but it's coming along. We'll check back on this on a regular basis. The top right is the village of DeLuna, the turnpike, and the village of St. John's and Richmond are on the left. I've been asked a few times now about how far it's going to be from Monarch Grove to the new bridge. Here's a look at the map and the flight I flew to see it. This is taking off at the very south end of Corbin Trail in the village of Monarch Grove. The white spots are drillings by Rainey Construction to figure out what the ground composition is, so they know exactly how much they have to excavate and to make sure there's nothing unusual underneath when they do excavate so that the homes are built safely. The dirt path here is the approximate route that the road will go down to the new bridge. I only went about 3,300 feet on this flight. The actual bridge is about 1.25 miles away. The area between the dirt path and the turnpike is scheduled to be another executive golf course. The developer's Continuing the Dream video that was just released last week gives a little more insight into what's going to be happening out here in this area. Not a lot is shown. They're very good at keeping their secrets. The tree line here is about 1 mile away. Beyond it, you can see the Ash Grove Cement Plant Tower. That's about 3 miles away. Rotating now back towards the north, the area on the upper right of the screen is where another pitch and putt course is scheduled to go in. No schedule has been released for the construction in this area, but based on what we're seeing and past experience, I'd say we're about 2.5 years away from seeing houses down here. We'll bounce on up to the Hammock at Fenney area. Just beyond the sign is the starter shacks and building for the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf courses. Here's the course we're going to fly. We're going to go all the way to the south end, then turn around and come back, and we'll look at the commercial area up at US 301. They're putting in lift gates into this area right by the sign. As we head south, you'll see all the major roads are in for the residential areas. You can also see the lot lines have been laid out for each of the individual homes. Some of the roads are still under construction and they're still putting in utilities. Up ahead is the Hummingbird recreational area. This is the mail station and neighborhood pool for this village. It has the kidney-shaped pool and is about twice the size of the neighborhood recreation areas north of State Route 44. Once again, not much has been said about the schedule of this area, but based on the current state of construction, it's probably going to have houses for sale before Case on Hammock does in the Sawgrass Grove area. I'll turn around and head back north again.
Okay, we're Chuck and Julie Kraus. We live here in the village of St. Catherine, and we were just driving the golf cart around tonight and ran into a local celebrity, Don from Gold Wingnut. He's very modest, but we just want to thank Don because of all the great work he does, helped us decide to move to the Villages and choose the village we did.
Yep.
And the drones are just so helpful.
Yep. Awesome job.
Thank you, Don.
The north end at Hammock at Fenney will be predominantly villa homes. Just ahead on the other side of Warm Springs Avenue is a commercial area. The last information I saw, it was going to be a gas station, but I haven't found any more information since then. But I'll keep an eye on it and I'll let you know what I find. I'll swing back around now and head back towards Gray Fox and Red Fox. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get notifications of when the next video comes out. Thanks once again. I'm Don Wiley. Have a good day.